Hey guys, this is Julia, and you're listening to Women in Dancehall, a podcast where I sit down with female dancehall dancers to talk about their dance journey, lifestyle, mindset, and everything what comes with being a woman in dancehall scene. So today with me is Helen, very good friend of mine. Super happy to see you here. Thanks again for accepting the invitation. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you so much, Julia, for inviting me. This is so exciting. Yeah,
I hope so.
we're going
I
to
hope.
it.
Yeah, so a lot of Ukrainian dancers already know who you are. I believe European as well, Jamaican dancers. Just want to give a quick introduction about you for someone who may be not aware of all the achievements that you had on your dance journey. So you're first dancehall queen Ukraine, the first ever, a second runner and a finalist of the biggest dancehall queen intercontinental competition in Europe. So I think that was one of the toughest, if not the toughest, dancehall queen contests outside of Jamaica. My personal opinion, maybe you will correct me if I'm wrong. This is like huge title. Even to be a part of this contest is already like a great deal. And as well as you're amazing dancer, you've been on dancehall scene for 14 years. Had the chance to run a studio in Ukraine, teaching more than 10,000 students. Like that's a lot. And I'm very happy to talk to you and just to know you more as a person and let people know you more as a person, as an individual and like a woman. So like in order to start, like this is something that I like tell to everyone I talk to. So not all our questions are going to be related directly to dancehall. We're going to talk about different topics. The reason why is because I do want people to know more about like the personality of women in dancehall community. I want them to know more about the qualities that they have, their mindset, like what they worry about, maybe some hobbies and interests. And I think that that's something that lack when we talk in dancehall in general, when we talk to dancehall dancers, that we focus too much on appearance, who we are on dancehall scene, who we are as dancers, and sometimes the human part of it is missing, I think. So that's why I feel that it's important to kind of have a little bit deeper personal conversations, right?
Yeah, I fully agree.
We started dancing like quite kind of at the same time. I think you dancing maybe for a couple of years more than I did. And I feel like we like the one Ukrainian generation of dancehall dancers. So I just want to have some kind of moment of nostalgia and maybe just remember how was it back in the days when we just started dancing in dancehall, building the community, just our generation of dancers. How was it especially for you? What do you remember? Like maybe some difficulties or some good parts, like just your background and history, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's very exciting because it was not only like growing up in dancehall, but also growing up as a person because we started around the same time and it was like kind of a teenager's time, right? So we were learning about the world through dancehall. I remember I didn't have like a trainer, a mentor, so I was trying to learn dancehall from what I had from internet. I was trying to go to events in different cities, in different towns. Mostly dancehall at that time. It was in Kharkiv, right, where you're
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
And I remember taking lots of classes from Dee, from Catherine Wow. Then we had many events with like dancehall, but it was not only dancehall, but with other styles.
Yeah.
So I remember, and we were so young and naive, and we were so friendly and so open to everything. It was, yeah, such a great time. I remember once what comes to my mind when it comes to you. I remember when we had a competition in Kharkiv, and Kasia uh, was one of
Okay.
the judges, right?
The one that D organized?
I think so. But yeah, Kasia, I remember we were battling. I was with Vicky Spirit,
Okay.
um, battling 2 versus 2. I think you were battling as well with someone else. But yeah, that's what I remember. Just a fun fact. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I cannot recall like this. There were so many events we've been to. Just
Yeah, I
like I
know.
cannot even count all of them. But what I loved about the community back in the days is that it wasn't just dancehall dancers and then hip hop dancers and crumb dance. It was everyone just together sharing, and I think that will help us to be much stronger dancers, than people who would just be in dancehall, because we had the chance to like observe and learn from each other, like see different form and shape of dance, different grooves, listen to different music, and it was such a great like period of time. I remember when we going to Odessa, to the Stamina, and all this kind of events. We didn't, I think, position ourselves as like we just dancehall dancer. We were just dancers, and we had an amazing community, and we just were dancing different dance styles. So that's something that very precious when I think about these times back in Ukraine.
Yeah, I think it's also opened your minds as dancehall dancers to have more, to learn more, because we were all, I think, doing other styles as well. You were doing
House,
crumb at some point. Yeah.
That's what I were crumb, but I was house dance.
Or Vogue. Was it Vogue?
I tried everything, but something that I can't be proud of is house dance, like because I don't want anyone to see my crumb.
House, definitely, yes.
It'd be
Yes.
so embarrassing.
Yeah, me as well. I started with everything: breaking, hip hop, everything, popping, contemporary, everything. And then, yeah, I think it helped to develop like a different style, a unique style to every one of us. Yeah.
I can't imagine you dancing contemporary. It just like, I can envision it very well because of how flexible you are, and just like
so many things I stole from there. Not stole, but like into dancehall because I like them. They feel good in my body. So when I play dancehall music, it just becomes a dancehall. And same with breaking as well.
Yeah. Just to talk more about your dance style itself. So was it always like you was more attracted to female and dancehall queen style, or did you just practice everything and then at some time you were just like, okay, dancehall queen contest, I'm ready, like I'm gonna dance and win?
I practiced everything. You mean dancehall, right?
Yeah.
Male styles, all the moods, all the gun moves. Gun moves, one of my favorites, actually. I still do. And especially I love it when I go to Jamaica and just dance with all the teachers and dancers. Yeah, it's just amazing energy. But to like show myself to the world, female was my way, I would say. I was looking for a dance school. I was 13 years old and I wanted something female. I was already such a grown up. I wanted something hot. Yeah, and then I went to all the classes, and then when I heard dancehall music, I fell in love so much. Yeah, I couldn't stop. So then, after years, when I've grown up a little bit fully, then female dancehall found me. And yeah, it was a good match, I think.
I like that you say that female dancehall found you, not the other way around, so it was destiny. Yeah. And just you have such a big like kind of background competing as like in dancehall queen contest specifically. So I'm curious if you can tell a little bit more about maybe the difference in dancehall queen contests in different countries, maybe the difference in preparation to these contests, what it is like for you, like what type of energy and everything you need to have in order to compete, because that's like a lot of effort and time and money, like everything.
That's why I would say I will never do that again.
Really? Okay.
You never say never, but yeah, it's a lot of energy and a lot of effort. It was always from me, especially if I wanted to win. You know what helped? Traumas.
Okay.
Yeah, I had this energy to prove something to someone,
Mm-hmm.
to my parents, to blah 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 blah. And this energy drove me a lot. And this is cool, a good tool, right? I remember once, and one of the biggest competitions, before the final, I was standing there trying to, talk to myself and prepare myself. And I was thinking about those people who I want to prove something to.
Uh-huh,
And
okay.
it gave me anger, it gave me energy, and it's so funny to think about it now. But yeah, at some point it helped me a lot. So not all of your traumas are bad for you, they are good at some point. A little tip for you if you want to get extra angry.
Yeah, the moment you break up with your boyfriend, you have to sign up to Dancehall Queen contest. Like the chances that you're going to win is gonna go up drastically. Yeah, I can relate because you know what? The first time I ever won a dancehall festival, was like the night before my boyfriend broke up with me, and I was so angry and I was just like so disappointed and everything. I was
Wow.
just like, you know what? I'm gonna win tonight, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god, I've never seen you dance like this." And I didn't expect it from myself as well, but I was just like, I understand what you're talking about. It's just like you have this energy and everything just coming out of nowhere. I also think it's also like very healthy way to release the negative emotions, because just storing it in your body just not gonna help anyone. So this is a good one. This is a good one. Talking about like the difference between competing with our dancers, like CIS region, let's say, and European ones. Do you have any kind of opinion on that? What is easier, maybe what is harder, what is different?
Preparation is always different and difficult depending on the results you want to get, right? If you want to just try yourself, get a new experience, and you don't have any plans to like fight for the title, it's also okay, because yeah, you need to have this energy and goals to fight for the title, because otherwise it doesn't just happen. If you want to do it for your experience, it's just fun, I would say, just enjoying the moment, yeah, observing everything. But if you want to win, it's always a hard work. I remember my competition in Ukraine, the title that I got. I already had an experience with Dancehall Queen competitions before, maybe a couple of times, but not in Ukraine. So when it came to Ukraine and I knew there will be a first event as a Dancehall Queen competition, I wanted to become a first official Dancehall Queen of Ukraine. I wanted it so bad. I couldn't sleep. I wanted it so bad. I didn't want to become second official Dancehall Queen of Ukraine. It wasn't
Good enough.
yeah, it wasn't an option for me. I just wanted it so bad. I was ready to do everything. So I dedicated 6 months of my life before the competition. And it was like I was still working, I was teaching classes, but it was a huge work. I kept thinking about all the rounds, about the ideas, what can I come up with, what can I play with, how can I manipulate this and this and this. Oh, it was 6 months of hard work, training with b-boys, with yeah, by myself, the hard tricks. It was hard work. And yeah, when it came to the event itself, yeah, I was ready to fight, yeah, till the last moment. So I did. It was very hard, very difficult. I remember in the final we were dancing and dancing and dancing. They couldn't decide.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, but
3 times, I guess. They had tie break up to 3 times, no?
yeah,
I was just like, they're gonna die here.
like I wanted it so badly, like so badly I can't even explain it. And when I got it and they say these words, the MC says these words, I still have this video. It's I think one of my happiest moments in my life. So yeah, that's how bad you you might want to win. About the difference in Europe and in kind of eastern part, yeah, the difference is there, but I think preparing for both kind of competitions is still important and it's still hard work. I just think in our eastern part, yeah, we take it serious as a competition, as a sport. So there will be more tricks. You will have to play with it much more. So for example, if I cannot do some trick, I cannot, for example, I cannot do a backflip. I can do the flip like forward, but I cannot do it back. How many times I tried, I'm so scared. It's just a fear that I cannot overcome. So I had to come up with something else. I was like, okay, this girl does a backflip in a battle with me or whatever round. I need to come up with something better. I need to come up with something that she cannot do, no matter what. So it was this game, yeah.
I like it. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I do have experience, dancing in contests like this, but not as much as you do. So sometimes it's not about whose trick is more difficult, but sometimes what looks more impressive and what, brings the audience like, oh, what was it? Yeah, so I feel like it is very difficult to compete when, some professional athlete coming to the dance floor and they just like try to do all these flips and you just like standing there, oh my god, I can do just a split. That's also what I was teaching my students, is like, you can do something that's going to look as effective and as expressive as what you've seen someone else does, but maybe just do it in your own way, like use your own advantages, like and abilities of your body. So if for example, that I'm flexible only on my right side of it, so I cannot do like left split at all. So like every trick I train going to be on my right side of the body. And it doesn't mean that it's just going to look bad. It just means that you know which part of the body to use. And that's a lot of like strategy and planning as well, what you mentioned earlier, that you don't have to focus on what you cannot do. Just practice as much as possible what you can. And yeah, if it's your time and your moment in life, you're going to win it. If not, someone else worked harder for that. And that's like also what is important to remember, because like 6 months of preparation, that's a lot. And I'm not sure any of the girls who was competing that night had that long time to prepare to the contest. And that's a simple like math. That's why you didn't win, right? So yeah, I like how serious you took it. And then, hard work always pays off. And I guess this is just an example of it, right?
Yes, I like how you said it. And I also wanted to talk about it, that you don't have to focus on your kind of disadvantages, what you cannot do, no matter how hard you try. Focus on what you do best. You can do a simple move, but in a way that no one ever like seen before. And everyone will be even more shocked, or even more shocked than if she will do the backflip or whatever. You can do, I don't know, a sidung in a different way, and bend your body, like stretch your body and bend your body in a way that no one expects in. And yeah, backflips will not beat it. It's very important, I think, also for new generation, because we're, as a dancers, I notice in my students as well, that we might be very harsh on ourselves, very hard. We always want to be perfect. We want to perfect this and perfect this and perfect this. And it might be motivating at some point, but could be very destroying as well. So no matter what goals you have, either you want to be famous, you want to be a famous teacher, you want to travel, you want to win these competitions. Yes, when you come to the judges, don't ask what was my mistake. Ask, what did you like about my dance? Maybe they seen something that you don't see.
Nice.
Or like when you watch a video of you dancing, don't focus on where you fucked up. Focus on, okay, what move looked good on you. Once I was watching my video and I was like, when I sit down and I do a sit-down, I was like, wow, it looks sexy. Like my hips kind of bend in a nice way and my lower back looks great. And, not every lower back is the same. Not every hips are
of course.
Of course, and the flexibility. So try what looks good on you and notice what looks good on you. Because I have students here that are very hard on themselves, like in Germany, and I just want to tell them, chill, just chill. And every time, what pisses me off as well, when I judge the competitions, and every time students come to me, what was bad? What was my mistake? There is no mistake in dance.
Of course, it's art. I always said it. It's like someone didn't like it and gonna talk all day long and like gossip and blah blah. Another person gonna come to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you changed my life today. I want to dance because of you, and you're just like the most amazing dancer." So it's all about perspective, and also a dancehall world is very, very competitive. So sometimes people do say something to you, but just because they could be jealous or, you know, they have their own insecurities. So it's always good to kind of trust the opinion of people who you want to, you know, look up to.
Yeah, but also think for yourself, because no one else except from them knows what's best for you. At some point, I was told not to dance in this clothes, but in this particular type of clothes. And I was like, okay, I will. And then I was dancing for years, closing my legs, closing my body. Listen to people, but you also listen to yourself.
You actually like started so many topics that I want to kind of continue talking about. The first one is when you mentioned the sidun and when you realized, okay, this is going to be like my iconic move. How was it like when you decide that you're going to practice sidun more? I remember you had like a whole period of time when you was teaching just sidun and you were doing all these online classes, you was doing offline classes and teaching girls doing sidun, which is like a very, you know, basic dancehall move, but you was doing that in such a unique and kind of own way that everyone wanted to do it as well. Like, so everyone wanted to do it just like you did it. So what was the inspiration maybe, and how did you come up with the whole idea of making it like your personal brand?
What was the inspiration for Sidung? Well, I used to like to look for new forms in dance. So I had my own dance studio, so I had open studio to have time and practice and look at myself in the mirror and in the videos and look for, okay, what forms fit me more, or how can I change my head top, for example? What can I do with my hips more than just a normal move? And the sidung, so I don't do the sidung as you can name a sidung in dancehall, right? It's a little bit different technique. I go on my hands back and then I create a sidung from it. It's kind of safe version for your knees of sidung.
Well, that's a good point, because I just wanted to say that it's impossible to do it for me because my knees just not going to allow me to go full way.
Yes, normal sidung is very bad for your knees. So, like, no matter how you try, what you do, it's like no chance. It's so bad. I came up with this one. And the thing is, this position is also not a new one. Girls were dancing in this position before, but I noticed that people underestimate this position. So when they dance, they kind of just move from one position through sidung, how we call it now, to another one, and it doesn't look like they are very, like they like what they're doing when they're doing this. So I was like, okay, let's take this position and play with it. What can we do? And then, I just challenged myself to, okay, I can move this way and from side to side and back and forward, back and forth and around, and I can whine and I can wave and I can do so many things. So it was like a challenge. I was playing with myself and my body. I think I created a video of these techniques because I liked how they look like. So I created a video and posted it, and I got such a huge feedback as well. That motivated me to create big class for techniques.
Just for one move, that's legendary, honestly. Like,
yes. But there is like a million variation. There is like a million. It was a class of 2 hours just giving the different techniques. I think it was the most sold class I've ever had. It was a couple of hundred people online class, and
Wow.
people after 3.5, 4 years, people still ask me to teach them Sidun. People still invite me to their countries to teach Sidun, to take private classes online, offline. Sidun. So yes, look for your advantages and not disadvantages, because then people will remember you for that. So
yeah, I like it. It also kind of shows the difference between professional dancer and just dancer who's, trying to become a pro. Because when you just learn in dancehall, you're trying to know every move. You try to be, aware of all the new trends. But when you've been on the dancehall scene for a long time, you're just like, let me take the most basic important moves that are out there. Because in female dancehall, the basic moves are whining, sit-down, shaking, the basic hip movements. And let me just, take it to another level. So all other moves that I'm gonna learn afterwards gonna look absolutely different. Yeah, so we started talking about the sidun and all this kind of sexuality, and because sidun is very sexual move, right? So sometimes I was teaching moves like this, and girls would get sometimes not embarrassed, but not everyone is ready. Yeah, shy. Not everyone is ready to be as open-minded sexually, even when it comes to dance, right? So I'm curious, how do you maybe teach, or how do you help women to overcome this feeling, when they are shy, I cannot move my body like this? Is it something that comes with confidence, or you just have to practice this as many times as possible until you're good at it?
Good question. Thank you so much for asking. About teaching it, I think it's very important to make the students feel safe and okay about being sexual, about talking about sex. When you're yourself being awkward and closed, they are not going to be open and not shy with you. And I even have a story which is related to this. I know one girl, she dances twerk, and she's quite popular, and she teaches classes in Ukraine a lot, abroad. She dances very well, and her hips dance very well. Yeah, she dances with almost no clothes on, so she's very open and sexual, etc. Doesn't look like she has any problems with that. And I remember I was teaching my sit-on class at a twerk competition. It was something new for them. So I showed all the variations, I danced myself. And at first, she was so shocked. How can you dance and show your boom boom, right? So open
In
and
the face.
so right in your face. And so even a girl that dances twerk for so long, that is so open about this and very sexual, she is shocked and shy. She said, I was always so shy to show this part of my body. And after the workshop, she couldn't stop. She couldn't stop just doing
Addicted.
it. Yeah, and also she said that even in sex, she couldn't sit in this position because she was shy to show her punani that open to her partner. So
Okay.
I think it's a big punani problem. We all have, or not all, okay, many of us, that we don't feel like it is beautiful. So we want to close our legs. We don't want to, Sidon is actually helping in accepting your punani. And also then after, even in your private life, during sex with your partner, you might be more open.
Some sort of sex education as well.
Yes, it is. It really is. When I'm teaching this move, you asked me, I'm explaining first that what this position means. I'm trying to do it in a way that they feel okay to talk about sex, laugh about it, we can joke about it. They feel even more free than the other part of the class. Because
Mm-hmm.
then they let go, they just let go, like whatever. And even if
Nice.
Sidunk is not looking that perfect, it's okay. I always explain that our bodies are different, our flexibility is different, anatomy is different, bones are different, shapes are different, and it's all okay. You can always look in the mirror and choose for yourself how your body will look like in this position. You can put your legs a bit closer, a bit wider, close your knees a little bit in, or open them wider. So, and you choose it. You choose how it will look like. You choose what's best for you. So I never dictate them that it should be like this, and only like this. I explain the idea, what that means. So in
And
the
then you just observe. Okay.
yeah, and then they have the place, to be kind of accepted, that they understand, okay, I'm not like her, and it's okay. I look different, my body's different, and it's okay. Yeah, and like I explained the techniques and everything, and then I made I make the main joke. I say, okay, and now you have a homework to do.
Okay. And they're just like, what if I'm single?
Learn now, thank me later. Yeah, everyone laughs.
I like it. Yeah, that's relatable, right? Yeah. So I wanted to cover like maybe a little bit of a tricky topic. So feel free to share whatever you're comfortable with, because a part of being a dancehall dancer is having like a social media profile, and a lot of the videos that we share, they're a bit like explicit, sometimes vulgar in a way. So I'm curious if the social media image of dancehall dancer has ever made some difficulties for you in a dating life.
Oh, yes, it
If it
did.
makes sense. I know the answer, but I just had to ask it in a polite way.
Oh, yes, it did. I do my social media. I show many videos of myself dancing in a vulgar way, and I'm promoting it not for men to find me, but for my students to find me, right? I know that. That's cool. People don't know that. I also know who I am as a person, as a girl, as a woman. It's such a complicated topic.
I know.
Yeah, so men, a lot of men I met, and it's not only my problem, I also heard it from other girls, that men are really scared of the girls like this. They feel insecure. First of all, they're scared because they think you're easy to get. I don't know, you are not aligning with their values, I would say.
Okay.
Or they're just scared because you're so sexual. You're not shy. You know yourself. You respect yourself. Yeah, it's just this bright personality that probably triggers something in them that scares them. So that's what I think they think, because I can't think for them. So I'm just trying to. I had challenges where guys were scared of me. They didn't trust me. They were super scared of me going to Jamaica, just because there are so many men and I'm so, sexy, and I dance hall. And
How did you resolve this exact issue? Because just asking for a friend.
I still don't know how to resolve this. There is a good thing about it, because I met my partner based on love for dancehall. The only thing that I think helped, he met me first in like face to face, and we became friends. We were very close friends for a long time. So he knew me as a person. He knew
Mm.
that part of me, it's just a part of me. It's just a dancing part of me. When like in real life, I don't go to parties at all, maybe like once a year. He knew what I like, what my lifestyle is, and this female dancehall person,
Okay.
social media, it's a part of me. It also scared him, by the way. We figured it out somehow. But at some point, I was even hiding from people, hiding from the man, hiding my Instagram. But then my psychologist was so confused. She was like, but it's also you. But I was like, yeah, it's also me. But
they're not accepting you for this side
yeah,
of you,
like
right?
it's very difficult. And she was like, even getting angry, like, it is still you. And now I understand why. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, yeah, I hid it. But what the fuck? It was still me. I don't know, sexual. I am. If you're not ready to deal with this, then probably, like, it's not the person for me.
Okay.
So I don't know how to resolve this issue.
Yeah,
But
'cause, like, I can relate so much, and I know so many women who kind of, can't find meaningful connection, can't find a partner to build a family with just because they like dancehall so much and they want to have both lives. It's like, I still want to be this amazing, outgoing dancehall queen and, dress like I'm whatever, party queen and everything. And at the same time, I like to be at home. I want to have a family. I'm ready for marriage. I'm ready to have kids. And these lifestyles are so polar opposite that I honestly don't know myself how to, make them coexist without, trying to deny any of these parts of yourself. So for me personally, it was rather I am in my girlfriend mode when I'm just like, I'm doing this and that, or I'm a party animal and I don't care about anything else. I'm just like, dance hall it is. And I never had a chance to kind of merge it together like peacefully.
yeah, that's why I think I'm like so taking time to think about it because I'm still processing it. Many people, many men in my past were thinking or showing me that this is my flaws.
Yeah.
Me being too sexual is my flaws. Me liking dancehall is my flaws. But it is a part of me. So while they made me feel that is my flaws, when I met my partner, I realized that it is possible to find a person who will take these flaws and think of that like he used to dream about girl with these qualities, with these flaws. It was like his list. Girl who likes to sit at home, like to be at home, doesn't like to go party that much. I don't like many people around me. I like calm, I like peaceful, but at the same time, I like dancehall. I love dancehall, and he loves dancehall, and he never met a person like that before, and he used to dream about it, but never got it. So for someone, it's the list that they are looking for, and for other person, it will be a huge list of flaws. So I think it's a nice thought, and it's very inspiring that you can really find a partner based on your flaws.
I think it's about like acceptance, because you will never be able to be with someone who match all your requirements or everything that you're kind of looking for in a partner. And it's kind of question, this is what I love the person for, this is something I don't really like, but can I live with it? If the answer is no, then just you will rather live like in a kind of inner conflict most of the time, or you just like feel that something is missing. So I don't know if it's possible to kind of coexist peacefully and have a like good relationship if you constantly trying to deny this part of yourself, or just like pretending like it's not important to you, because it's gonna get out like at some moment of your time. It's just like you cannot hide it forever. It's gonna like grow bigger and bigger. At some moment you just explode and you're just like, I don't want any of that. Bring me back dancehall.
Yeah, and let me go to Jamaica.
Talking a bit more about like you just mentioned, like going to Jamaica. I know that you take people and introduce them to culture, organizing trips for younger generation of dancers. Can you talk a little bit more about like this experience? How did it come about, and when did you start doing it?
Yeah. So first time I went to Jamaica, I went with a tour, and the girl was she just started doing it as well. So I saw the process. So I was a client then. So I saw it from that perspective. Since I liked it so much, I loved Jamaica, I discovered it a little bit. I wanted to bring my friends, and I really wanted to show them Jamaica in the way I saw it. So the places that I saw, that I discovered, the dancers, the classes, the parties. So I wanted to, as my partner likes to say, I like to tell people what to do. I found a way, a good way to tell people what to do. So I brought my students here first and my friends, Nastya and Yulia. I brought them there twice, and it was kind of organizing a tour for them, but not officially. And with them, I also discovered Jamaica even more, traveled more. But after COVID, I didn't go there for 3 years, and I wanted to so much. So next time, after 3 years, I went there with my friend. And I was so amazed with Jamaica. I couldn't wait to go back, and I wanted again to show her the way I see Jamaica. I wanted her to feel what I felt. That's why I organized a tour for her. And since then, I was like, it was my dream to organize tours, actually. It's so amazing to see Jamaica. I feel like I'm seeing Jamaica for the first time all over again when I bring people there, when they see and feel the same way I felt. And it's just amazing. It's like living this moment all over again. When I go back there, it becomes more normal for me. The same places become more normal, like so beautiful, still breathtaking, but a bit more normal. When I bring people there, I feel like I'm seeing it all over again.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You relive this experience through these people, and because of all their excitement and all these emotions, you kind of charge a bit from them and also get excited the same way.
Yeah, I'm using them.
Just to kind of start finishing the conversation, can you maybe tell a bit more about how's your life in Berlin right now? I know that you moved to Germany and the war in Ukraine started and you started building your life like in Europe. I'm curious, what your day-to-day life looks like in Berlin. I know that you're still teaching people. Maybe you can talk about German dancehall community, how it is. Yeah, and just basically, how's your life looking at the moment?
I moved when the war started, and I didn't really choose Berlin. Berlin was really kind to me because I straight away, dance studios, they found me. They texted me, they asked me to teach there, and in like a couple of weeks after moving, I was already teaching in 2 studios. The studios, they promote very well, so they bring so many students, so many new people, which I introduced dancehall to. That's amazing. So till this day, I still teach in 1 studio now, twice a week. Yeah, just amazing. It's open level classes. I enjoy teaching so much. I would say I see myself more as a teacher than as a dancer. I enjoy teaching more than enjoy dancing.
Right now, or it was like this all the time?
I think it was like that overall. When I moved and the war started, it was a big breaking point for me because I lost a lot. And I felt like I lost a lot, and I even stopped dancing. And even till this day, my dance changed a lot. I don't dance by myself. I don't freestyle. I don't feel like, but I enjoy dancing when I teach and sharing with my students. I didn't feel creative. I felt quite really depressed, migrating to another country, and then the war and everything. It was very hard for me. So I was working, I found a full-time job in an office in a company. I worked for Meta, I worked in marketing. Decided since I don't have inspiration to create dances now, I will be developing in something else, learning something else. Yeah. Yeah, so I worked for almost 2 years. It was very difficult. It was very 9 to 5 job plus classes was very hard, but very good for me to socialize here in Berlin in Germany, also to have a good income, to get strong again mentally and financially and in all aspects. And now I am not working there anymore because I decided to dance more and create my dance tours. So that's what I do now. I teach classes, sometimes private classes, my regular classes, and I'm living my best life. I think finally I'm getting back to my normal life. Yeah, I just took a walk to a lake. It was very beautiful. I have a lake in front of my house.
Nice. Sounds
Yeah.
peaceful.
Yeah, I like to do some stuff at home. It's like I like to spend time at home.
Like, I like your honesty, first of all, and it kind of shows how good you know yourself, because you didn't force the dance because you felt like, okay, I'm not ready for this. It doesn't mean that I'm not a dancer anymore. It's just like a period of my life when I have to focus on something else, and that's very kind of brave. And I think that's something to learn from you, because I know, like, even talking about myself, when I didn't feel like I want to continue dancing, I was still trying, and I spent like months to kind of doing it without actually wanting to do it. So it's important. It doesn't make you, less of a dancer, less of a good dancer when you just decide to shift your attention to something else. It doesn't mean that, you're never going to dance again in your life. It just, life has seasons, I think. And, if this season you don't want to do it, just, go with the flow, and whenever the inspiration comes back, you're going to do it 10 times better.
I also think that dancehall never ends with dancing itself. And I think that's important message to say, that if you don't feel like dancing, don't force yourself, because dancehall never ends in dancing. Dancehall, it's also your friends that you dance with, that you talk with. It's also the music. The music can follow you till the rest of your life. It's your place where you live. It's the place where you travel, Jamaica, for example. Dancehall never ends in only dancing or fame or anything. So it's okay to sometimes, like some other things, it's okay to sometimes not train that much. It's okay. Even if you don't train and you dance a bit less perfect, people not only and not always like your dancing, I think, and appreciate your dancing as a technique that you do. It's also your emotions when you do that. It's also your expressions. It's also your fire when you have it. So it's not always about what your body does. So okay, it's okay. And I think it's the opposite. If we force ourselves, then you burn out more, and you will hate this dance hall or whatever you do. It applies to everything. You will hate everything because you're forcing yourself. But yeah, if you give yourself time and chill a little bit, then you come back stronger. Then you miss it a little bit. You give yourself space and time to miss it, and then you come back and you're like, oh no. Because sometimes you can go and teach your class, you can maybe relate, and I don't know, for some weeks it will be like so boring. You will not have inspiration. You will not want to dance, freestyle, anything. But then one class, you go there and I don't know, either it's a song, either it's a move, either it's people who come for you to teach them, or their mood, vibe, whatever, but everything just comes together and it's boom, you get all this rush of good hormones in your body, and you feel fresh and happy again, and you're like, wow, so that's why I've been doing it. I
Yeah.
just forgot. So it's okay. Yeah. It's always important to remember that it is okay to feel in any way. Bored of dancehall, angry at dancehall, love in dancehall, adore in dancehall, everything is okay. And it can all be even at the same time. It's also okay.
I really liked how our conversation turned out. I feel like we kind of went with the flow and discussed like the most important topics and what we could relate to each other specifically. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting for girls and women in the community to listen, to know you more as a person, know what you've been through, how you, coped with the period of your life when, things wasn't as perfect as we could hope to be. And yeah, also just get a bit closer as a community, because the more we know some personal stuff about each other, the more we can relate to some difficult questions in our life, the better and the easier for us is to communicate and feel accepted and loved
Yes.
as well. Perfect. Okay, so thank you very much again. Have a nice evening, and see you guys at the next episode.
Thank you so much.